Hey guys, and how's it going? Hey, I got this little Mercury outboard. It kind of looks like maybe late 70s, early 80s vintage, judging by the cover. It's a 2.2 little putt motor. It is a friend of mine's. His son uses it for running around on a pond. I guess they've had it for a while, and this year they went to go take it out, and I think it ran then died, or runs and dies, or doesn't run at all. One of those scenarios. He puts fuel stabilizer and everything in it. It's got its own gas tank contained in it, and every year it kind of came back and ran okay, but except for this year. So he asked me if I can go take a look at it. I said sure, and we're gonna go take the camera and take a peek at it and see what's going on with it. My guess is probably just fuel system clogged up, but it could be anything. So without further ado, let's go get it in the water bath. We'll fire it up if it wants to run, and we'll see possibly what it's doing, then go tear it apart. Go the wrong direction. The propeller goes on the inside. We did. And snug her up a little bit. I just want this powerful machine to rip out of the bucket. We'll see if it's got any fuel in it. I already asked him too. I said, was the breather open on the gas cap? He said yes. So just let me go see. We'll take a peek in there, see what we got for fuel, if there's fuel in it. We'll give it a yank, Frank. It's got gas in it. Go give it a shot with what's there right now. It's got on off over here. The gas was off. I just turned it on. I'm going to say that is going to be choke. That's a kill switch. That is throttle. I don't know. Let's come up off just a little bit. I think this is a start and go. Does it have a shifter to put it in gear? No, right? Just a start and go. All right, let's see what we get. A little more. Well, there's your problem. Let's try no throttle, or a little throttle rather, and we'll turn the choke off. When I get anything. Let's get some covers off of it. I see a bunch of screws kind of going around. I see a broken half of the cap. Let's see if we can open it up, get the covers off, and expose it a little bit. Start checking and spark and all that. It is a two-stroke too, so it could just be dealing with a foul plug. But I kind of physically looked at the plug. The plug itself, like the external part of it, looks. I knew I was going to do that. And the screw stainless went down in the water. We know it's in there somewhere. I got to go fishing for it later then. Is that it? The one in the front there to deal with? Two right there. What are you looking at? Down here. There you go. Let's see if we can fuel back off. All right, there we go. We're in. About a half a tank. Carb looks clean. Let's get the other side off too. Why not? Let's keep on getting the rest of the skins off of it. Probably only like 2 screws left holding it anyway, because there's like a bridge brackets that stay on one side. Don't think we have to take any of those out. We are in. Definitely very wet around the carb setup. Let's get the plug out of it and we'll see if it's got spark. Apologize for the background noise, but we are definitely getting hit with our share of heat. It's 94 inside. I haven't been swimming. My shirt just looks like this because it's the latest style. Oh, boy, that's tight, man. Yeah, so before I start telling the story, I kind of already okayed it, so it was looking pretty wet. You see it. It's clean, but it does have, it's wet. That should be firing. So, father and son. Son's name is Ian. For those who don't remember, Ian's the one that I did the go-kart for, where I had to cut the power down on. Oh, that's got excellent spark, so that is not the issue. And he's got the backstory of when he was about 10 years old. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor. They did surgery on him, all well, and they went after the surgery. They put like a halo on you. So you guys can see. Let me hop you up in the air a little bit more. So they went and put a halo on him afterwards, and it has like bolts. A halo is the thing that goes around your skull to keep your head from moving after the surgery. Well, they ran the bolts and they punctured his skull and essentially went into the brain. I may have some of the story kind of wrong, but it's the gist of it. So that caused him to essentially have, brain damage on top of the tumor that they removed. He seemed like, he probably would have been okay with that. Still has the brain tumor too, as far as I understand. They did a bunch of work to it. But because that happened, 18 more surgeries have happened to him. So his motor skills are not good. You can kind of walk, like you give him something to lean on, he can kind of walk. And he is try to make stuff that does not have that much power for him. He can kind of still try to enjoy himself and live the best life you can. But that's why there's this 2.2 horsepower and not like a 10 horse or something you can go buzz around on. There's some things he can do, but some things you got to kind of control the throttle. I think the go-kart was, like a Yerf dog or something like that. Had the bigger tires on the back, and I governed the clutch, the torque converter, how far it can engage. And he's been running around on that. They got a camp up north somewhere that they run. Let's go get that car probably completely off. What we have is, let me zoom you out. So we have, here's the choke lever. It's going to block the front off. That's the throttle, how far down that pin goes. Our fuel's coming in here. We have a clamp that clamps the intake manifold to the carburetor. It looks like all this can kind of go with it. We probably take the wires. I don't know if we take the wires off of that switch or not. How's that going to work? What holds that to it? Let's cut that off first, and then we'll unclamp it. I don't know if we can get. How does this come off? You would normally see like, two screws right there. There we go. Let me go get rid of that. We'll get the faceplate off of it. Yeah, so his dad's kind of a motorhead. He has a bunch of, we see him at car shows and all. And I think I probably met Ian when he was, I think it was maybe right after the first surgery. I think he was, actually he may even had the halo on at the time. I've known him for quite a while. Again, that was 12 years ago that he had the surgery. I'd probably known him for about that long a period of time. I still don't see a way for us to, I'd like to leave this behind because I don't know how that switch, those wires don't seem like they want to come off the kill button. So there's a coupler right here. We do this side. It was already loose. It wasn't even in there, but it had spark. That would be the opposite. That would be not being able to shut it off. Let's get rid of that screw. That's where the wire grounds out to, and that grounds the coil out for no spark. that. Waiting to drop my drill in the bucket. Let's go throw that one back in. We should be able to. They sure put a lot of screws on it. Even the knobs have. You know I'm gonna drop this one in the bucket. It's almost better if you say it's gonna happen than if it doesn't. You gotta win. What happens if one of these drills fall in? Are they waterproof? Alright, we're gonna have to get a little screwdriver on there. It's not gonna go. Okay, now I got it. Alright. Definitely looks like it has plenty of fuel. Plus, every time, you know, the problem is like you lay these things down and whatever fuel's in the float bowl comes off of it. It's got a regular screwdriver. Oh, we gotta get the fuel on yet too. Anyway, kind of going on more with the story. So, I kind of find he's a hot shit. He really is. For what the things that he deals with, he's pretty funny. I like him. Like he'll give me shit at like a car show. Like I was building the bikes. Like for those who don't know, I build like these weird mopedy kind of like bicycles turned into motorcycles, but made out of weird stuff. And he'd come over, he'd check them all out, he liked them. But then he'd see me the next year and I didn't build anything new. He'd be like, "Hey, slacker," give me crap for not getting anything else done. This time he came over. I think he tried to do the same. And I was ready for him though. I had the shoe build in process. Let's go get this over to the bench. Let's go get that float bowl off real quick and see if we see anything inside here that's causing an issue. Yeah, let's go cut her open. Yeah, so I kind of find people like that, it'd be a bit of a inspiration. You know how you get caught up in your own life and your own problems and issues, and you look at other people's issues and you look back at your own. And another friend had once said too that yeah, take all your problems, you write them down in a card and you throw it in a hat. Oh boy, she's pretty cruddy. Well, there's your problem. There's a swamp in the bottom of it going. I hope that shows up. He had said that you put your problems, you write them on a card, put them in a hat, and you pull out problems, and you read somebody else's card. You'd be fishing for your card to get your card back to keep your problems. Yeah, that fuel went, it kicked, so it started to go into a gel. Fortunately, that's kind of when it happens. Well, hopefully that is it. And generally what happens is, so you see all this crap forming on here. This is the main jet that draws fuel up. It can't draw fuel up because the sludge blocks that hole. I don't physically see it quite yet, but you know, judging by that, it could have also been too, right? Where it's sitting in the bowl there, the whole bottom of it could have been plugged up with that, anyway you call it. Well, it has like a waxy look. I think Terrell did a thing on Terrell's channel. He did a bunch of different fuels and additives and all. And I want to say the additives did worse than the fuel left alone, or pretty close to it. Like the additives almost probably even hurt more than it helped. I think that's how it ended up. Get that out of there. It should have been just sitting there anyway. Get that off. There's the needle. The needle allows the fuel to come in. That had to be working because the bowl is still full. But this is the jet going up. Let's go. So when this comes out, if it comes out, there should be a stem on it that goes up, and that could have a bunch of stuff on it too. A lot of like holes in it. You know, yay. as I took it out, you could see there's some right on it right now. There's some right there. There's a piece right there. So it's definitely probably it's the issue of just starving for fuel. So I'm gonna go take this. We'll go clean it up. Let's go dump that out in a jar. Anyway, that Terrell video, he took a bunch of different fuels, a bunch of different stabilizers, fuel stabilizers and all. I want to say he did, I don't know if he did one that was non-ethanol, and like how did that hold up? General rule of thumb, that's pretty much the way to go. If you can find non-ethanol. We have our area, it's hard to find. You can get it like an airport. Yeah, it had a bunch of crap in it. There's all the one of those specs right there gets over the jet and clogs it. It ain't gonna run. One thing that was kind of weird is that the spark plug was kind of wet. You know what I mean? So it would have had some kind of chug to it. All right, so I'm gonna take a while. I'm gonna go clean all these components up, and we'll regroup. We'll put it back together. We'll blow it out. We'll drain that tank, and we'll put some fresh stuff in it. We'll see if it wants to take off. No, we'll kind of make sure everything else is still okay on it. I don't know if this one. Sometimes when they're this small, they don't have a water pump, water cooling. Sometimes they air cool. I'm glancing over right now though. I don't see any fins on the side of the cylinder head, so I have a feeling it's water cooled. All right, let me go take some time, go clean some of these components out. We'll go blow this out and poke at it and all that kind of stuff, and regroup. Yeah. And we'll talk a little bit more while we're cleaning, why not? So, I was saying, there's Ian and his father, both of them are kind of like motorheads, all the local car shows and swap meets and everything. So they always run into each other. And I gave Ian the tour over here, which I probably don't do very often, maybe 3 people a year. But I hooked him up and walked around, and all the stuff that was here. I like the Celica GTS, I think was his favorite. All the stuff. He was sitting in there. He was a good old time. I don't think I'll ever be able to drive, unfortunately. Who knows? His dad was telling me too that the tumor that he still has, if you make it to your early 20s, it generally stops growing and will stay at what it is. And he's 22 right now, so that's a good thing. Hopefully it kind of moves forward. There, you can imagine all the doctor bills and everything that kind of goes along with that. He was talking, unfortunately, you know, it's kind of like a malpractice that what was done, you know, with the bolts for the halo crushing into his skull, and they couldn't prove the damage that was done because of that. So it's called a loss. I think you kind of pretty much know you do something like that, but that's not going to have a great outcome. But unfortunately, it did not work for him. So I live in New Hampshire, and they do also, but I think they're going to end up moving to Massachusetts. I used to live in Mass. I can't give it great kudos, but the one thing they do have is very good medical. My wife was a nurse in Massachusetts for her whole career, and I will tell you that definitely they are on top of the game as far as that. So they are going to go there so that they can get some better health care. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell that part of the story or not, but and I would probably be doing the same thing. Yeah, man. So this is the little jet that meters the fuel. This is kind of more like the holder of it, and there's a pin that travels up inside. A lot of carburetors are like this. There's a pin in there that when you rev it up or hit the throttle, you hit the throttle, that pin pulls up. As that pin pulls up, it allows more fuel to come up through around this and up into the the airstream, the vacuum going up in the center of it. So I'm going to take a little bit more time to go clean that. And I don't see anything else we need to take off. I don't think this should be an idle speed. All it does is it stops how far down the slide comes. I'm looking for an air fuel mix. I do not see one anywhere on here. Some of these simple carburetors, they just don't have any. Kind of like a like the new knockoff mopeds, those little the little 49cc engines you put on a bicycle. Kind of looks very familiar to this. All right, I think now we are good to try to go clean her back up and put it together. Do you see any more schmegma or anything? Hopefully the gas tank doesn't have it on the walls. That might be a little bit of a pain. Let's go drain the fuel out of it. Let's see what that looks like. See if we get chunks or any water or anything. It almost... I know it's like it gels up. I kind of want to actually... That's almost like a mold like diesel does. You know, in the fuel. A little bit of dirt. The bowl was clean when I first started. A little bit of dirt in there, but it doesn't look too bad. What do you think the chances that will fit in there? Yeah, because here's like the aftermath. It's almost like a... You know, for it to turn into a particulate, like I don't know if that's some aluminum that is off the bowl that also kind of breaks down with it, or is that just something that grows or, you know, crystallizing in the fuel? One thing that works pretty good too, I want to endorse. Now you get carb cleaner now, they're kind of crappy, you're trying to get stuff to clean. This stuff's pretty good, worth. Get it as multi-purpose solvent, don't get carburetor cleaner, it's a different mix. It definitely has a much more, I'm sure you're not allowed to have it in California, but it does work quite well. So. It wasn't actually all that expensive, you know, compared to like what's carb cleaner now, $3 or $4 a can. I wouldn't say it was all that far from that. And you don't have to use as much because that actually works. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Still gonna purge it out though. I don't know if there's anything in the sitting in the bottom of the tank. Yeah, there's some dirt in there. See it? Well, we got 2 bolts holding that on. Yeah, I can go take that, rinse it in the parts washer after the fuel's out. Bath time. The only problem with these tanks is they have there's a lip on the inside. When you go to dump it up in the tank, there's still like another ½ inch lip that is on it, so it makes it very hard to drain it out. You gotta try and drain it all out through the fuel line. It's a bit of a pain. Some would say the fluid I'm putting in here is probably making it dirtier. I do hot water too. It's a plastic tank, so we're not going to hurt it. But that's the problem, is you can't get, you know, that last little bit of fluid out easily. A little bit of caca still going around. Yeah, I'm going to try water and then I'm going to hit it with an air gun and see how that does for us. Yeah, I cleaned it out with water and hit it with the air gun, and that looks much better. Probably should have just done that first. Yeah, a tie wrap on there before. Let's go see if we can get one of those little spring-loaded clamps. These are good because they maintain tension all the time. And sometimes you put a regular clamp on it, it squeezes down on it, and a year later it's loose because the plastic or the rubber deformed itself. Let's go see if we can get it. Plus, if you're out on the lake, you can take it apart. Be able to put it back together with your multi-tool. Push on that with a screwdriver. So I always try to find the right size, you know, good enough. Let's go dump some fuel in it. Now, this is what it came with. Should we trust it? I don't know if it's more of the same of what was in it or if it's new. Looks pretty good. And it was a sealed tank, which is good. Sometimes the cans, people let it breathe. And that just gets a bunch of moisture in it. That's more than enough. In there and not the dirt. Hired help. All right, let's go get a plug back in it. We'll clean the plug and we'll give it a yank, see what it does. Took the plug and I hit it with a torch real quick. Just kind of burn off anything that was on it. Let's give her some fuel. Give that a second to prime itself. I don't know, choke, throttle, let's give it just a little on the throttle. Let's try no choke. Some choke. I see fuel in the fuel line. Get rid of the choke. Again, yeah, I'm sure it has. Oh, really, primer. Ah, you kick. Idle. I don't have the air cleaner on it too. Well, it doesn't have an air cleaner, but air baffle. Tighten it straight. Should stay straight. Our water pump's working, that's a good sign. And it died on its own. Maybe. And that's said that was definitely what the problem was, so let's go try it again. You thought it was going to be easy, didn't you? If you had a spark checker on it. I'm choking it really hard with my finger. Let's see if it'll stay running. Yeah, we got some kind of issue going on. I am going to see if we can get I'm going to confirm that that's the direction that gas was on. On is straight down. Where did I have it? I had it back. Well, there's your problem. Who's the new guy? Can't take me nowhere. I was ready to dig in. All right, let's give it some time, see what it does. Ain't got no gas in it. See if it'll putter. Looks pretty good. That just tightens up a clamp on the back of it so it doesn't want to rotate so easy. So if you want to go to the front of the rowboat and grab something, you want to try to keep yourself going straight without holding on to the handle, you can lock that down. Runs pretty good, it's quiet, not much smoke. I'm gonna let that run for a couple minutes. Do your laundry in that, huh? So somewhere there's a screw inside there. You gotta go get it. And it's stainless, I can't get it with a magnet. Alright, let's go see if it'll, how it idles. Okay, the only thing we could adjust is the idle speed up and down, which is just the stop on that slide, how far down or how high up it rides. With that screw right there. Actually seems pretty good right there though. And normally you would ground the coil out with that push button that we have on here. So we don't have it on there yet. So you say to yourself, how am I going to shut it off? I'm going to shove my finger over the carburetor. We're good? There you go. Alright, I'm going to go finish buttoning up the rest of the stuff. We'll put the cover back on. We'll fire it up one more time, make sure it is good to go. And make sure we leave the gas on for it to run. I was in the process of putting it back together and saw that it had that big crack in there. It was like they tried sanding it and gluing it with some kind of... Yeah, it didn't stick on there very well at all. But I got one of these plastic welding gun. It has like... I mean, I call it staples. That you hit a trigger, it heats the little wires up, and it kind of sinks into the plastic. And then you give her a little wiggle. Lid off. Take it out, and it'll stitch them back together. I'm kind of liking it. This is my second one. The first gun lasted probably about 10 staples, and it crapped out. So far, this one's holding out. Like anything from... anything of this quality, you know, it's kind of a hit and miss. And I do like it for its purpose. And you come back with wire cutters and you cut those little tabs off. They will get you. Give it a second to cool off. And the like these are pretty cheap. These are I think I bought like 500 of them for $10 or something. And I don't think the gun was all that expensive neither. We used them on the last, the four-wheeler we just got done doing. The fixed plastic on that too. Some people take out tie wraps, melt tie wraps in. The problem is trying to get the plastic to stick to the plastic. You know, especially if you're trying to find the right type of plastic will mix together, and some won't. It's kind of like, sometimes it's like oil and water. I'm going to do this to the rest of them. And on the four-wheelers, commenting that to get it into reverse, yeah, there was a button on the left-hand handlebar to go into four-wheel drive in reverse. You got to hold the button down, and it does work. I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll cut the titties off. Then when we're done, we just kind of come back with a set of cutters, and you cut off all the little nips. Watch your eyes. The problem is they're kind of like tie wraps. There's still a little nub sticking out of there that will get you and cut you. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to like smear something over the top of it just to protect you, but. I don't want to talk about it. There we got her all back together. Let's go give her one last yahoo, and hopefully everything is functioning like it should. And this time I'll turn the gas on. Let's try it, no choke. I'm going to give her a little quick rip. Tighten it up a little more. Push water out. See if it idle without dying. Good. I think she's ready to rock and roll all over again. See if our kill switch is working. Yeehaw! Alright. Good to run another day. Yeah, wasn't fun trying to fish in there. I gave up. Went for the screw up top of a different, same flavor. I can see both of you. So I'm going to introduce you.
You're going to be nice?
You can be whatever you want to be.
You're my dad. This isn't his debut. So how do you want to buy the motor? Like, oh my.
Yeah, you can. We're going to go talk for a second right now. And it's already rolling. I'm just going to start introduce you. So, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, come
Not yet.
on.
We're going to introduce you first, and then you're going to go do that. I'll let you do that.
Ian.
You got to wait a second.
Hello, baby. Focus.
Let me introduce you, and then we'll go from there, okay? Hey guys, it's the next day, and we are honored to have Ian himself show up.
Hello. I'm the one and only.
Yes, he is. And this is his outboard. And what do you go cruising around a pond up north with it?
No, Lake Champlain. It's a pond, but it's a lot bigger.
Yeah,
How big is it?
Yeah, it's big, all right.
It's like 120 miles long.
Did you get lost?
No, I don't go that far.
You go by yourself, or do you?
I'm in a 14-foot aluminum boat. I'm not taking that more than 1 mile.
At least you know that, so that part's good.
Yeah.
Can you start it by yourself and all that?
Yeah.
I think the choke's not on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need it. The gas is on. You see if you can get her to go.
I know. I've done this before.
Oh, there you go.
Holy crap.
Well, that's good.
Really good.
Good. Turn the choke off.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Oh, God.
You let it die. That's
Can you
good.
tell I haven't done this in quite a while? I used to be so good.
Yeah, you are. At least you could do it. You're able to set it up. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Yeah. So
Right here.
you're on there.
You are too.
I'm either. I'm neither. Yeah.
You're special.
I am. I'm definitely very special. No, I throw left-handed. I right-handed, but I throw left-handed.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I know. It happens. So how old are you now?
22, going on 5.
Yeah.
So aren't we all?
Yeah, you pretty much. I would say I'm not far from you. I hover around 13, but I'm a little older than you, so there's that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And maybe at some point we'll get you to go from a 2.2 horsepower up to about a 5 or a 10 at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't be opposed to that.
Well, we got to talk to your dad, see how he feels about it. But
Dad, he's offering to give us a 5.
why don't you come on over and introduce yourself too? His dad is hiding around the corner. He's trying to. There he is. Look at him all gun shy. This is James.
Hi, Musty One viewers.
This is the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
They hang together.
Better or for worse.
You want to say what? Just tell a bit. I told a bit of a story about what happened with you, Ian.
What did you say? Anything bad?
That's all bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian was 10. He was diagnosed with his low-grade glioblastoma.
No, I was told so I was in 4th grade. I was getting on the bus. I told the bus driver I couldn't see out of half my eye. And she sent me right back to the nurse. The nurse called my mom because we lived like not even a mile down the road at that point. And she was all in a panic, and because I had been complaining about my back all that month and the month before, and so they finally took me to the emergency room, and they did an x-ray, and then the guy who ran the place, who I hate, came out right in front of me, in front of a 10-year-old who doesn't know anything about medical procedures, and flat out tells me and my mom, who's right there beside me, your son has a golf ball-sized brain tumor. And my mom starts, oh my God! And I was like, it's okay, Mom. because I had no freaking idea what it was. And if I knew what I know now,
Yeah.
I would be like, I'm kicking your ass.
So you had a long journey from that to where you are now. Your dad said you had like 18 surgeries already?
19.
19?
No, wait.
18 or 19. It's hard to keep track.
At this point, yeah.
Well, the different medications. He did a lot of trial medications.
Yeah.
And parts of the tumor broke off and went down
So
his back. And
the back up, they went to go do the tumor in the brain.
The first thing they found. So they had an MRI at Children's Hospital in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana-Farber Cancer. Shout out.
Yeah.
And so they had actually a lemon-sized tumor in the middle of his head, and so they set up the operation as soon as possible the next day.
Yeah.
And they use those pins to hold your cranium as they go in.
I thought it was like a clamp. Like, do you know the clamps you have here?
Little spring-loaded clamp kind of thing? Or
Well, it's
like a C-clamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
it's got pins that
It's
hold.
like that, but to hold your head. And I think they tightened one side
They said they broke through his skull
right here,
and clipped an
I had
artery.
a brain
Had a
bleed. And they didn't find that out for like 4 hours, I believe.
Yeah, during the surgery. So then we had to go.
No,
in.
they didn't find that out till the day after.
No, it was
or later that day.
It was later that day after they purposely done the surgery in a room that had an MRI.
So they can look,
They wanted to see if they got as much of the tumor because it had
Right.
like grown in and around his brain, and we'd asked how long did he have it, and they said he might have been born with it.
Huh.
And how do you know that? Oh, it's because his skull is thinned in this area because it didn't fully thicken because the tumor was there.
No, they said that he most likely had this since he was born because he was thin. Because I was extremely skinny, like
Like
what
are
you
now.
see
Yeah.
now, but
Yeah. What do you weigh?
10 times worse.
What do you weigh now?
119.
That's not too bad. But
Yeah.
you're tall.
Well,
Yeah,
it also
yeah,
helps
yeah.
that we just took my weight at the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a med check.
But luckily, everything's okay.
Good.
Yeah.
But if you saw my brother, you would understand why I'm so skinny. Because my brother is 6'2",
Yep.
and he's like the stick. Who's the guy? Thin guy. Flat Stanley.
Oh, Flat Stanley. He's not Flat Stanley.
He's a little thicker than that.
I'm going to pop you in the stand for 1 second. So they did that, and then you said his knees got...
Yeah, so a lot of the medications that he was on a lot of trials.
You want to sit down?
I was,
Are you good? Standing or?
yeah.
Okay.
I was on a lot of clinical trials that were supposed to help, and they did help at the beginning, but
the side effects were horrendous, and it turns out he was on it was a trial, and he was on the highest dose, which is something like 4 times over what they
Yeah.
found worked.
Yeah.
So we've always been a guinea pig for anything that they wanted to try, because they're
Yeah.
doing research.
Yeah.
they
he
used
was
to
a
call
trooper.
me left turnian.
They called you what?
Left turnian.
Yeah, left turn in. Every time after when the first surgery went bad with the pin breaking
Yeah.
through and hit the artery, and then he got a cephalophagus, the brain infection in the brain fluid. So then it was this. It was like, and every time there was the surgery, the recovery could go correct or it'd kill left. And so they started calling him left turn in.
I thought he walked in circles. No?
No, he didn't walk in circles. But he great attitude through the whole thing. And the nurses at 9 North at Boston Children's Hospital, they nicknamed him Mr. Determination.
Well, apparently so far it's working. So
Yeah,
how are you now? Like, are you in pain or anything, or are you good? Or
I have 2 pains in my butt, my mom and my dad. They're perfect because one's for each.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You're going to edit that part
no,
out.
I already told him about. I go. He's got an awesome sense of humor. So So he would bust my balls if I go to a car show and I didn't have another bike build. And he's like, "Are you slacking? You're
You're not immune.
yeah."
They'll put you in your place more than me.
No, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
No offense to you guys, but no one puts him in his place better than me.
Well, Ian's done a phenomenal job with all of these trials. He was able to actually graduate high school with a diploma and
Yeah.
not a certificate, which was a very trial.
Even though they said that I was never gonna do that.
They said
Yeah.
you know, we'll just do send him to the special school and get a certificate of completion.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with his cognitive ability.
Yeah.
It's the ataxia with the wobbliness and
he's
processing speed.
So I know we jumped off the knee thing before, but he had to have knee surgery because
Yeah,
of
he had 4 knee surgeries. So one of the
No,
tremendous.
they had
3 arthroscopic and 1 open.
Yeah, and they just was like, "I'll screw it. We'll just cut you open."
They got an infection from the temetinum and they tried to clean it out
I'll try to
arthroscopically.
show.
hold on. There you go. Yeah.
And
I mean-
So that was an infection?
They just couldn't. They tried 3 times. They couldn't clear the infection out.
Yeah.
So they had to Bobby Orr him.
Is that part of your instability right now, or is it just more motor skills?
No, actually, that hasn't caused me any pain.
Good.
Yeah, he's got a high pain
And
tolerance.
you still have a tumor, but because of the fact that you've made it into your early 20s, it pretty much, they say, it slows down and almost stops. You were thinking, or
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. What they had said, what they had said early on was these low-grade gliomas. If as you get him, he got it at 10. We're coaching Little League one day, and the next day we're in the hospital.
yeah,
They say that if you get into your early 20s with this kind of tumor, they tend to stop growing. It'll still be there, but it won't grow. So
Yeah.
he'll always be monitored with MRIs to make sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, we're on the road to recovery,
Awesome.
and
Yeah.
we're just trying to work on being a little more stable and
12 years and still going.
yeah.
going strong.
And you get to go cruise around. Should we tell you about Should we tell them about the go-kart story?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, because I don't think you want to hear arguing. Because my definition of what happened and his definition are 2 different.
So that should be like an interview privately between,
So-
not
so-
that you both at the same time.
There's another video of Ian's go-kart because the doctor said he could have a go-kart that goes 10 miles an hour. So I bought a go-kart that had a side-by-side where I could reach the brake, the key, and the steering wheel, but it went like 45 miles an hour. So I hired Darren.
We did a video of
thankfully.
that a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
4 or 5 years
yeah,
ago.
it was a while ago. But
was
to make
like
it
3.
to put a governor on it. But the governor, in order to have enough speed to go up the hills, when he drives on a road going downhill, it goes quite fast. And
I didn't govern the engine because it wouldn't be able to pull a hill. I governed the clutch so the clutch couldn't open. It had a CVT clutch on it. So we
Yeah.
governed that so it could only go so fast as far as the clutch is allowed. And I think somebody also kind of tried to modify it or something, didn't he? Try to...
well, yeah, he figured out that,
Yeah.
with the wrench we can open it up. But
Yeah, so that was part of it too.
It's still he's getting much better at driving it. He did at rehab. He did take driving, like an assessment.
But I
Yeah.
failed
And-
miserably.
Well, yeah, but she said, you know what, you did better than I thought you would do, and
Yeah.
you can try again later. So
I didn't crash, though.
Yeah.
that's true, you didn't. And,
Wait, you want to drive the Celica?
Can I?
Can you shift it? Could you be able to shift it?
Yeah, you shift the BMW
From the
when I
passenger
drive.
side, can you shift from that?
Yeah.
Stuff, you guys got time. If you're welcome, we can go for a little putt.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, let's go kind of regroup and see if you can go look for a little ride. See how you make out. You gonna grind gears? No.
Is there
I'll
any
work the
other
clutch.
way?
You're just working the shifting.
Is there any other way, though?
Find them. All right, guys.
Go.
What's your question?
How fast does it go?
It only does 55.
That's what the manufacturer says.
Yes, that's my legal limit.
But you and I both know that
Ian, there is no seatbelt. There's no seatbelt.
there is.
No, it's twisted up.
Well, you're afraid you're not gonna be able to shift very well?
No, I'm afraid of you.
You can't stop. You're not. It's all twisted up around.
Yeah, it's up around the back of the seat, fortunately. I got duct tape. Want me to duct tape it to the seat? For those who do not know, because they're gonna bust our balls, New Hampshire is the only state that does not have a seatbelt law. But
unless you're under 16.
yeah, but you can if you want.
And I'm technically under 16.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
Technically,
Yeah.
you're not. Technically, you're not.
Did you move your truck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to-
How can you see at the back?
I got mirrors. I got you. You're looking. We're gonna go someplace that's a little bit more of a back road.
Oh,
And here's the other part: is that the battery was almost dead when I started it. So if you stall it, we gotta walk home. So don't stall it.
no. Thanks. Thanks.
Tell him he's the one working the clutch.
No pressure.
We'll go
I
ahead.
stall it, please, somebody.
Well, we can push start it. So if you were able,
Send him a battery.
if you can push start, that works too. How good are you at pushing? We'll get you on the back road, then you'll shift, okay?
Come on. This thing runs great.
It does. It's only a 4-cylinder, but it actually does pretty good for what it is.
4-cylinder?
Yeah. Well, this is a Celica.
Is it carbureted?
This one is. Yes, this one's carbureted. It's right on the cusp of when they changed.
It runs really good for a carbureted engine.
Yeah. It takes a little bit in the winter to warm up, just a sec to kind of get her going. But I think the heat gauge is already moving. You already got temp in it, so.
Wow.
The AC doesn't work though. Not yet. I'll get you on the back road. Get you jumping ahead. So, you didn't answer the question. You out on the boat alone, or do you go?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Hey.
Life jacket.
Have you ever got stuck out there?
Once, but I had a fish on and I didn't want to, like, kill him.
Yeah.
But he ended up dying on his own.
So, how does that have to do with you getting stuck? Did you just couldn't get the boat going, or
I couldn't deal with him and,
the boat at the same time?
yeah. I shut the boat motor off. And then I ended up filling the transom up with water to keep him alive.
That's a good idea.
Granted, I wasn't the smartest.
Let's go brake check right here, and we're gonna have you kind of run her. Want me to tell you when to shift? Like, I'll push the clutch and you can go. Let me go get her in first. And
Ready?
ready? We're in first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Straight back.
Go for it. 4th gear.
Oh, shoot.
Don't go too far over. You'll hit reverse.
Right second.
There we go. 2nd. Give me 3rd. 3rd. And go for 4th. There you go. You got it.
This is so much different from the BMW.
Is it easier or harder?
And actually, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But getting used to it, it's a lot tougher.
You want to give me 3rd gear?
What?
Go for 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a downshift.
Oh, shoot.
You got it. And 4th. All right.
Oh, shit.
You got it? All right, you got it.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. That's one thing about video.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
you locked in.
You can cut it out.
Let's go make a left up here.
This is really good.
It's it's a very easy car to drive. Like, if you try driving my VW bus, it's,
I would be scared to death.
yeah, I would too. You got like to try to find a gear. You got to like wiggle the shifter, put pressure on it, and get her to go.
All my dad's cars are like that. He's just a crap. No offense, Dad.
Let's go for third gear. Good.
Oh, shoot.
You got it. All right, we're gonna go for second gear. You might be in fourth.
Oh crap.
Yeah, you're in fourth. Give me clutches in. Try to go for second.
Oh, no.
You got to go back up, over. one
No.
down.
Is that it?
Try to go for first now. There you go. There you go. First. Give me second. There you go. Give me third.
Oh my God.
Got it?
Yep.
You got it. And fourth. You got it. We're cruising. Fifth, you're never going to use fifth unless you get on the highway. Usually it's just third and fourth
Even
gear.
if I misshifted, how much would a transmission for this cost?
And probably pretty simple. And this one's pretty forgiving. Unless you kind of get it in reverse, might be an issue. But I think if you miss a shift, it's not going to hurt it too bad.
Again, you didn't answer the question.
I don't think it's very expensive. Why? How much you got on you?
Yes.
How much? $600? You got that on you?
Dad.
You're walking if you don't.
Dad.
I keep threatening that. Alright guys, we're gonna go cruise back to the shop.
Yeah.
I'll let him shift the rest of the way. Okay. Yeah, it is. Well, that's what the GT.
Seats are still in good shape.
That's what a GTS is, though. That's the fancy part. The sunroof, the mag wheels, the flip-out headlights,
so
and
the year. It's an 84.
84. I think 85 is the last year for this style.
Okay.
And 86 it goes to front-wheel drive.
See, I like the muscular.
Yeah.
Right, but I like the. I didn't like the pop-up lights. Didn't they have one that had?
They can be fixed. Like a GT is fixed. They don't do
What
that.
about the Supra?
I think Supers are gonna be like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You're all sugared up.
Yeah. Can you tell I tried coffee when I tried coffee and I drank the whole thing.
You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Thank you.
See you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.